my house. Trust me, take pictures of me again.
Just days after this was filmed, the man shouting carried out his threat. He came back and murdered Bijan Ibrahimi because he wrongly thought he was a paedophile. Mr. Ibrahimi filmed this himself as evidence for police, but it was too late. Bijan had come to England from Iran to find a better life, but for years he suffered racist abuse and bullying. It was his neighbour, Lee James, who beat him to death outside his home in Bristol. And with the help of another neighbour, Stephen Norley, they dragged his body away, doused it with white spirit and set it on fire. CCTV footage of the attack was played in court.
For days I was crying, just looking at the flames and thinking that my brother's body is lying there and it's on the fire. It was heartbreaking.
This is the estate where Bijan Ibrahimi lived. His family say he was being harassed by antisocial behaviour and his beloved hanging baskets were being vandalised. But when he tried to film the evidence on his mobile phone, it sparked false rumours he was filming children and was a paedophile. He was arrested but released hours later. But tensions continued to rise on the estate, and despite Mr. Ibrahimi repeatedly contacting the police to say he didn't feel safe, the next day he was murdered. The Independent Police Complaints Commission is now investigating whether officers could have done more.
Clearly this man was failed by a collection of statutory agencies and the community in which he was living. This was a senseless, brutal, needless attack, and he's died as a consequence, and it's a terrible, terrible outcome.
His family just want answers.
If there is something good can come out of it, is some lessons to be learned for everyone. All the agencies, all the peoples, everyone can learn lessons from that.
Stephen Norley was given a 4-year sentence for assisting an offender. Lee James was jailed for a minimum of 18 years. The judge said he'd wanted to take the law into his own hands, but his crime had nothing to do with the law. It was an act of murderous injustice.